Yes, greetings, beloved. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, my love. I'm doing mighty fine. It's finally, getting warm here in New York City. I'm not sure exactly where you live, but it's getting warm
Jersey.
here. Oh, okay. So you're right there. You're right next to us. So I'm pretty sure the weather is good there too. So with that being said, everything is well on my behalf. It appears, or rather, it feels like we had a relationship more so. I'm not sure if I had a session with you prior or if this is a situation in a past life relationship, right? Because your spirit feels um, as if I've
Yeah,
crossed paths with you. I'm talking about your spirit. I'm not,
yeah.
yeah.
We
Um,
have, well, we're friends on Facebook, but you gave me a reading before, like last year, in fact.
you serious? You for real, right? You yes, right? We met, we talked before, right? On a spiritual level.
Yeah, like it was
Okay.
like last year.
Okay, good. Yeah,
You
because
gave me a reading. You gave me
oh,
a reading last year.
how did that go? Any follow up or any
Uh, well,
update?
everything went good. You just told me like I got the stones. You told me to get.
Mhm.
You just was basically telling me like what I need to do. Like
Mm.
it was just like you need to get this. They're telling me to do this. So it was just like I had
Got
got
it.
a half an hour reading, so we just
Mhm.
really compacted everything in that little time.
Oh, okay.
That's why I got a longer reading this time, just in case.
And that's fine. That's always, that's always good. That's always fine. I try to do my best. Rather, people get a half an
Mhm.
hour or an hour. I just try to do my best as whatever messages come through to me. But the first thing that, so if you're familiar with how I do things, I don't have to explain that to you. The first thing that
Mhm.
came up to me is the color orange. So we're definitely dealing with the sacral chakra. I'm definitely picking up on a lot of, and I'm not talking about like that yoni egg stuff, but like rejuvenating or detoxing the sacral chakra, only because I'm picking up on certain types of feelings that you may be holding on to from past relationships that no longer needs to be there. So in order for you to attract the person or attract a mate or attract just positivity, not feeling depressed, or sad. I'm not gonna say depressed, but I'm gonna say sad. Not feeling
Mhm.
like hopeless in a sense. What they're saying is, hey, tell her to work on the sacral chakra, or rather tell her to do like sacral chakra meditation in any event. Another thing that's coming up with you is amethyst. I'm not sure if that's a crystal that I recommended for you prior, but this time
I
around,
have that though.
okay, good. So that's a
And do
confirmation.
you want to hear so funny? It's so funny that you said orange because I have orange calcite on me now and
Yes.
I'm saying wrong, carnelian on me.
Mm.
I
Mm.
have them on me. So when you said orange, that's funny because I already been working on that because I know it's things that I need to cleanse from past relationships. Because
Good.
I'm in like a situation, like I guess a relationship. We're building to that, but
Mhm.
I know like you know I could do better because I'd be like kind of snappy.
It's okay. You're
So that's
learning.
funny that you said that.
Well, this is what's coming through. This is what's coming
Mm-hmm.
through. It's just helping you to just zoom in on just particular things that can help you, and just an eye opener in that
Mhm.
sense. Just to look at that. But in any event, amethyst as well is coming through for you, dealing with power, dealing with raising your consciousness, or rather just coming into a state where you know your worth. And when I'm talking about know your worth, I'm speaking about because I'm sorry, because this damn my friends is just sending me text messages, but block that
Okay.
out. Going back to you, knowing your worth, knowing who you are, knowing who you are in your past life. Now, in your past life, and rather, I'm going to say in one of your past lives, the Book of the Dead had, or do you know, quote unquote, Judgment Day, where you have the scales, and and Mayat is there, recording certain things of that nature. Are you familiar with that judgment scene?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you
I
know?
heard you say about Judgment Day, but then it got because I'm out eating and
Okay.
we outside, so the air kind of.
Not a
So say it
problem.
one more time.
No, not a problem, beloved. What I'm saying is, are you familiar with the judgment scene where Maya, the goddess of justice and purification?
Okay, yes,
Okay,
yes.
you seen
Okay,
that?
I know exactly who you're saying. Okay.
You was part of that particular system. You see, you was part of that particular system, and that's why they're saying, listen, tell her she has to work with amethyst. And again, this session has been recorded, so you don't need to worry if you don't catch anything. She has been part of that particular system where she understands and she sees people, or rather, you have like this X-ray vision. I don't know if you tapped into that yet,
Mhm.
but you
No,
have
I
like
know
this.
exactly what you're saying.
Okay,
Go
great.
ahead. You right on point.
That's what.
Mhm.
Okay, so then with that being said, amethyst will keep you in tune with being able to, I guess, open up the pineal gland within yourself, and also, see the spirit of other people, because we don't want to always work with the physical. We want to work with, okay, what spirit am I working with? Am I working with a demon, am I working with a god? Am I working with somebody that has been abused, or, taken advantage of, or am I working with somebody that is being the healer? So with that being said, beloved, I would definitely recommend that you work with, or rather sleep with, amethyst under your pillow, or meditate with that particular
Okay.
crystal.
And that's so funny that you said this
Mhm.
because I can I read people energy. Like I can,
Mhm.
and another thing is I'll see stuff before, well, like you said, like the guy, like for instance, like I'll see something. And then I'll say to the person, especially if they're close to me, listen, I saw bop, bop, bop. And it don't happen right then and there. Like, it'll happen a couple days or a week later. And then they'll be like, oh, my God, you said it. So exactly what you're saying, I get it. Like, I know exactly what you're saying.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the psychicness. That's as a matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it real. That's the lower side. That's the like regular. That's the kindergarten stuff, you know. You get what I'm saying? That's the kindergarten stuff, you know. I'm talking about being able to be like this spiritual physician where you, and again, the only reason why this is coming up is because it ties into your capability or your experience in your past life, where you dealt with that, judging people, not judging people, but you dealt with that realm where if your heart is not lighter than a feather, then we have to understand what happened. And when on judgment day, quote unquote, it's more so like, when they say the creator knows everything that you doing. Yeah, everything has been documented. So in any event, you understand that particular science, and you're able to know, okay, this is a person that has been going through this is a person that has been going through this and that, and so forth. So we want you to continue on with that, and that's why they saying know your worth, know who you are as this.
Hey, you want to know something so crazy? Because before, like, I was in the shower like an hour ago before I went out, so I knew I was going to be out when you called. And I said, I asked for this. I said, let her tell me exactly what it is that you want me to know. And it's funny because this lady, I am nurse's aide, so I take care of people at the hospital. And this lady, she was very spiritual, but she told me, because I walk with my head in the air, so people always make jokes about that. Like, but she told me, she said, you know what's so funny? She said, the way you act and the way you carry yourself, she said, you had a position in the kingdom. She said, you're somebody that, you like you're saying now. Like, but she must have been picking up a past life.
Yeah.
Because she was saying that now. She was like, in the kingdom, she like, the way you carry yourself, you weren't just a regular person. And but it's funny because I resonate more with being a male figure. I always think I was a man before now. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, you could.
More masculine energy. And it's funny because it carries over now into my life. Here now.
And that could absolutely be true. You don't always have to be. That's what many of us don't understand. We feel like because we reincarnated as a female, we was always females in our past lives. No, we could have been a male. We could have been an animal. We could have been, you know what I'm saying, incense. We could have been the tree. We could have been anything. We are composed of the universal or cosmic forces. So yes, but with this session, I'm not picking up on that.
No, that's fine. I get what you're saying.
I'm just picking up on what they're showing me in terms of how you can relate, or just getting the best out of who you are, and what you have reincarnated to do, right? And then two, dealing with relationships, what they also said to me is to make sure she needs to be aware of this. I'm not sure exactly if you have also experienced trauma. I don't know if it's from your family.
It was childhood. It's childhood.
Okay. Family and childhood, and also relationships. But in one of your past lives, you were like in a domesticated relationship, like you were like in like a neglect situation, like you were neglected, and you was also abused, and then you ran away for somewhere you couldn't take it anywhere anymore, so you ran away, you made a life out of yourself, and people fed you along the way, people fed you, and you found that's how you found yourself. But you ran away at the age of 23. I'm picking up on this number 23, number 5. The age of 5, the 5 cycle. So we're dealing with a lot of change. So anytime when you are, I don't know if it's the 5th day, if it's the 16th day, if it's the 23rd day, those days is going to be like a revelation day for you, or like a very passionate, a very strong, a very ongoing, a very.
It's funny because. That's funny you're saying that, because 555 always come out to me, and I know that means change, but 5 sticks out to me, and then my numbers add up to 5. My birthday add up to 5. So everything you're saying, it makes sense. 23 is the number 23, like that 5 vibration with you. That's a mark of. So with that being said, you're supposed to be making some changes in the lives of many people. You get what I'm saying? You should be making a lot of changes, and it don't necessarily have. I am, girl. If you know everybody I'm around, that's why I'm in school now, and I be thinking, should I go back to school? Everybody say like I affect their life in a good way. Like everybody I'm around.
That's what I'm saying.
And they think I'm their therapist.
Well, that's a possibility that you could be. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't, just because you're not licensed, quote unquote, to be something doesn't mean that you're not by law, right? And I was just about to say, it's not a situation where you have to be making changes in the lives of people in a grand way, but secretly, or just the presence of you being around, you being able to adapt. Yeah, you being able to adapt to people's situation is enough to make changes in the lives of many people. Definitely in the near future, I see you collaborating. Are you looking to move? Buy a house?
You know what's so funny? I just moved to this new place, but I was feeling like, am I going to be here a year, or am I going to move again? Like, I don't, like, something is telling me, because changes is happening in my life. Like, it's funny you're saying relationships, because with Venus being in retrograde, and I'm a Pisces, so I have been seeing how I show up in my relationships, not just with the guy I'm dealing with, but my friends, my family. Right, I can see it because I've always put myself. Like, I'm always jumping in. You know how Pisces are.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm seeing, like, I really have to hold on and listen, like, stop and talk to myself in spirit and see, should I do this? Because sometimes I'll jump in wanting to help. Like, my intent be good, but then I feel like, why did I even get involved? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm learning where I'm, like, listen to myself. Get, like, like you said, like, tune in. So everything you're saying with the emphasis, I need that. You're doing everything I asked for, so I get it. Exactly.
But you know what it is too? Let me tell you the reason why us Pisces, we do that, right? We do that only because, okay, I'm not going to say we're the child of the cosmic mother, because we're all children of the cosmic mother. So let me not be biased, right? But the reason why we do this is because, yes, we are the saviors, 1. And 2 is like, I wouldn't want nobody to do this to me. I feel like this person is in a helpless.
problem.
This is the thing. This person is in a helpless situation. Let me help.
Yep.
But then we also have to step back and say, you know what? This may be this person's karma coming for them. So
yes.
one of the
yes.
things that one of the elders in my circle once said to me is that don't create more karma or don't create karmic debt for yourself. Because once you get involved with somebody else's karma, then boom, that karma of you stepping into what the Creator has for them or the challenges that the Creator is putting them through, you now trying to be the savior. We didn't ask you to do that.
And I told my girlfriend, my best girlfriend is a Virgo.
Yes,
I said, I'm getting out of that phase of being a martyr. I don't want to be a martyr. That's not what I'm here for. Like, I don't want to, and I catch myself because my famous thing to say is, if it was me, I would want somebody to help me.
Yes.
And that's what gets me in these situations. Like, so when you said that, that is so true. I always do that. And I'm like, why didn't I pause? Like, you know, like, I should have thought it out. But I'm always quick to be like, well, if it was me, especially if, like, single moms, because I'm a single mom, so I'm always like, well, what if that was me and Cameron? I want somebody to have my back. I want somebody to help me with her. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my single mother friends. I'm always like, well, what do you need? Because that's just, but, oh, my God. You're so right.
Yeah, and then, too, when you know, I just feel, and it's all good, because you're the reason why in your particular situation, I don't know what the hell it is. Probably it's just my attraction with me, that's just who, whatever. But with you, I'm more so picking up, like, with you, it also has a relation because you feel like you owe somebody something because of the guilt that you went through from being neglected in your past life. So when you see any type of situations of neglect, you feel guilty. You like, damn, let me help this person, because I know how it feels to be neglected. I know how it feels to be on my own.
And I didn't even realize it was from a past life.
Yeah.
That is so true. Like, you're so right. But even as a kid, like my mom, I thought it was from childhood because I kind of went through that in this life.
It could. That's what I'm saying. It could be that too. Because if you didn't, if you haven't fully healed yourself, or if you didn't understand, that's why lessons repeat itself, right? Lessons repeat itself because you didn't master it the first time. So if you didn't understand it in your past life and you done made the transition, then guess what? You're gonna have to repeat it again in this particular life cycle or whatever life cycle that needs to be done again, only for you to understand that particular lesson. But I feel more so like with you freed yourself. You was very in tune with you was very in tune. What they're saying is she was very in tune with nature. And let me tell you something. A person that is very in tune and can walk with animals and can understand trees and that is the one that has found enlightenment. Okay? So if you now have found enlightenment in your past life, now you come back to this physical dimension. This is why I said deal with people more so on a spiritual instead of trying to help people physically. No, help people raise their vibration up. You understand? Because at one particular point you had that. Don't lose it, definitely don't lose it.
And that's what I'm doing now. I'm moving into that now because everything is spiritual to me. Like, nothing's never regular. Nothing never meets the physical eye to me. It's always something deeper. And some people who don't see it that way, I explain to them, I see it that way. So it's not that I'm trying to, and even like to the point people be like, you're reading my thoughts. And I used to feel like, well, why am I doing it? And now I don't care. Yeah. Because I feel like if it's on me to tell you, I got to tell you.
Right.
Now, more so I've been working on my delivery because it's been coming up that I'm very aggressive.
Yeah, that's the basic.
Everyone keeps saying that I'm aggressive. And I'm like, well, I thought I was saying it nicely. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I thought that was a nice delivery. But a lot of people, that's why you're saying what you're saying with relationships. And I'm like, well, what is it? So now I do stop and think, like, okay, well, how can I say this in a nice way without hurting their feelings, but them getting it too?
Sometimes people...
That's been coming up a lot.
Let me tell you something, beloved. Sometimes you can say it as nice as you can, and people hurt feelings will still get hurt. It's not the delivery, it's not how you say it, it's what you're saying to these people that is striking a particular nerve internally that they don't like. See, what happens is when you try to raise the consciousness or raise the God out of someone, female or male, the demons or the entity that lies, that is controlling them, don't like that shit. Straight up, they don't like it. So it's like, oh, you're hurting my feelings. That's the entity inside them that is telling them and that is controlling them, saying that. It's not the God in them, because the God in anybody that you deal with will overstand higher consciousness and higher thinking and will resonate on your particular vibration. So what my elders always tell me is, don't stoop down, don't lower your vibration just to get people to understand where you're coming from. You need to stay on in your realm and have people come up to your vibration. And I know that, and again, I cold-heartedly, if you feel like there's certain things that you have to say a little bit more gentle, because us Pisces, you know, we come out very blunt, very honest, and that's why I feel like
you gotta be direct with us. Like I was just telling my girlfriend who's an Aquarius, I said, listen, because she said it too. She was like, it ain't what you're saying. She's like, it's really how you saying it. But I told her, I said, see, you pussyfoot, excuse me, but you pussyfoot around stuff. I don't. I said, I don't have time to be trying to, like, when you're passive aggressive, I don't get that, because I'm not passive aggressive. I say what I needed to say and keep it moving. I told her, I said, for me, you have to be blunt and just tell me what you need. Or what, you know what I mean? Don't be skirting around shit, because I don't get it.
There's two people, you know, in life, right? Well, there's more than two people. I'm hit it with two particular categories, right? There's receivers, and there's givers, right? And the givers, I don't care if you give it to me hot or cold, I'm going to give it to you, right? And the receiver, they going, however they receive it, they going to receive it. I personally feel like, especially with my personal life, I have learned to, you know what, everybody can't accept the truth, or everybody can't accept the rawness, right? But with my, let me tell you, with my clients more so, I always be honest, but I do, in a sense, have a, I keep it professional, because I don't curse. I try not to curse as much. I try not to call clients stupid, because nobody is stupid, because we're going through experiences. But with my friend, I'll be like, you fucking stupid. You know, like, you know,
and let me tell you something.
Yes.
Girl, you better tell me how it is. Come here, listen, get your fucking life and get it fast. That's me. I'll be like, bitch, look.
Yes. But
hello.
But that's okay. You get what I'm saying? But that's okay. And again, your friends or whoever you meet in the near future, they're going to begin to appreciate you, is what the spirit realm is saying. Again, it's always, like they say, it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. So if you feel like you need to change in your delivery, go ahead and change, because you're growing, right? You don't always want to keep.
But do you want to hear something so funny?
Yes.
Because that's what's happening now. The transition has happened already.
Good.
I had a best friend who was a Pisces. You could never tell me that me and him would not. Oh, and he's the one who gave me knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So a lot of stuff I never thought, like, anybody could have left my life, but I always thought him. I was like, he's a forever. So when we separated, I thought my world would crumble, but it didn't.
Yes.
It did not, because I started to understand I no longer was a student anymore. And I think that was an issue with us. Since I have grown into my own, I don't know if he couldn't deal with it or we just separated, but I saw the difference. You know what I mean? I no longer was his protege.
Or you received the message that he had for you for your ascension, and now it's time for you to go your separate ways. That happens. You know,
but it just, I never understood why. Like, I still can't tell you to this day why he and I don't speak. And then also it was like a love interest type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel I can't be with my divine mate that I'm supposed to grow to with him around, because it still was that old, like you said, like it was them old feelings linger, and it wouldn't have worked with him still. So I don't know if that has, but that's what I picked up. But it's so funny you said that. Like, and then even friends now, at first they used to think I was weird, but now they call me and they like that spiritual aspect about me.
Who your friends,
they
right?
accepted it anyway.
Your friends, right? You talking about? Okay, well then that's good. See, because again, everyone is growing in consciousness. This is the year of this is the cycle of knowing. So again, people are going to begin to want to inquire about certain things, trending about consciousness and truth, people being rebellious against the lies. Now this is the cycle of knowledge seekers. And again, Pisceans are known to bring about the spiritual aspects of anything, right? Yes, Scorpios are in tune, Cancers are in tune too as well. However, Scorpios are not the spiritualists in this way, right? They're not the psychic ones. They're more so of like the healers, right? The investigators, the trying to bring about the occult stuff. They're not the psychic ones, right? Although they are psychic, and Cancers are too in a sense, but Pisceans are the psychics of the zodiac sign. So in any event,
and that's funny because I'm dating a Cancer, and out of anybody I've ever dated, he gets it. Like, he get me. Like, he's not probably, I wouldn't say he's exactly where I'm at with it, but it feels good to have somebody who get where I'm coming from and not make it like I'm being crazy.
Okay, and I'm glad you
know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, of course. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely, of course. I'm glad that you brought up this Cancer energy, or this Cancer person. Now, with this Cancer, let me ask you one thing. How's his family background?
That's the thing. I think he has a lot of healing to do with that aspect. It's funny because his mom's a Pisces like us. And she's 2 days after me, but his dad died the day before my birthday. So and he's an only child. And he's a little upset. He was married, and he's too involved with that family, if you ask me. Like, because his family lives far. They live far. So he moved up to be with the wife at the time. So now that's like his family. But I feel like he's too deeply rooted in that, and he needs to set himself free from that. So he needs his own. Like, just like I do too. Like, I feel like we both have to separate from the old and build upon the new.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that's answering your question, I don't know.
No. Your spirit guys just said, "Oh, he's a Cancer." Well, ask her about his family, and you said enough for me to go ahead and elaborate or just give you some pointers and some tips, right? Now, this doesn't go for all Cancers, right? Because I'm not gonna, discriminate or just point oh, he's a Cancer, he's like this. But the main fact that your ancestor, or your spirit guide said, ask her about his family, that means that, as you know, he still has some issues dealing with his family that he needs to deal with. Now, moving forward, you want to make sure that he is, and again, ready to start a family or ready to be committed with you, because Cancers, I don't deal with Cancers too much. They're ladies man, okay? They are crazy, okay? I'm telling you from one experience and from a lot of what my homegirl's been going through. Cancer, and especially if
I had a Cancer before, though. I did.
So
he was a ladies' man, girl. Oh my God.
Let me tell you something.
He was.
I was talking with one of my good friends, and her baby, her daughter's father is a cancer, and you know what she brought to my attention? She brought to my attention that the majority of psychopaths and serial killers are cancer men. Them niggas snap. Okay? Like the crabs that they are. They snap. So, moving forward, because all I want for you is the best. I don't want you to waste your time. You get what I'm saying? I don't want you to fall in the trap. You know, us Pisces, we just want to be happy in a relationship. And if everything is seeming good on the surface, we're going to go a little deeper in the waters. I just want you to be aware and not, in this situation, keep your guards up. In this situation, again, remember when I said, and they don't have to be keep your guards up all the time, he's doing something, blah, blah, blah. In this situation, remember what I told you? I said you have the ability to see people's spirit if they need healing or if they are the healer. This person in particular, you already know that he needs healing. So you have to, or you should approach him in that particular way, because again, it's not going to go good. You're going to get frustrated as a Piscean. You're going to get frustrated with dealing with him and his BS and his family and his baggage.
Girl.
Act accordingly.
It's already starting.
Act accordingly. This is the Pisces radar, all right? We're a team here, all right? Team Pisces. We are at the corner.
Yes.
Girl. I'm telling you.
It's so funny that you're saying all this, because I took a step back and said, listen, we'll just be, like right now, I feel like, even with Venus retrograde, because Venus has been really showing his true colors for me to see, I feel like. So, and I've been seeing me in the relationship. I'm like, well, I don't like this about our aspect, and I brought it to his attention. And I think sometimes he's not used to the mirror being reflected back on him. He don't know how to deal with that. So he's learning with that. So I told him, I said, listen, and one thing about me, whoever I deal with, when I'm not happy, you're going to know.
Yes.
That's just who I am. I'm not about to see her fake being happy with you, and I have no problem with cutting you off. That's not my issue. I'm not about to be here doing that. But I told him, I said, listen, now I pick up very good things from him. But like you said, he does need healing. He does. And it's just, I told him, I said, you can, and it's so funny because earlier, I didn't say this to him, but I was going to tell him, it's about to be a time where you got to stop acting like nothing bothers you. Because he just act like, he don't see it, but he'll act like nothing. He want to be strong. Like, he want to be like this macho in front of me. You don't got to be like that. It's okay. Because I already see you. I see you. So you putting up this macho, it's not impressing me because I already can see through you. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's why with him, I'm just like, all right, I get it. Like, you want to be the man, but with me, you can be sensitive. If you're building a partnership, because if I'm upset, I'm going to come to you. But I guess in a prior situation, he's so used to always being strong that he can't show that side. But like, I'd rather you deal with your emotions instead of letting it bottle up and, like you said, and snap.
So, question, right? Why did they separate?
From my understanding, it was more like a financial aspect, but I think it just grew old. Like, she just wasn't happy because she is trying to find herself. I don't know if it's a thing with Aries, but she's an Aries, so I think like she's trying to, like, it's a lot going on with that. Like, she don't feel like she want to be a mom right now. Like, it's a lot with her, but I feel like she's going through a thing.
Well, typically with fire and water signs, right? Fire signs always want to Fire signs always want to be dominant, right? They want to dominate the situation, or they don't want to hear it, and they at times they may not be so adaptable or flexible just, you know, like water. Water signs are very flexible. You can put us in a container, we'll take the shape of the container. We're out in the body, you know,
not
anything.
A Scorpio though, they are very fixed.
They're because they're fixed signs, but it depends on your experience with Scorpios. However, so it could be a situation where he felt like he was the man, you know, as men have ego, and this woman here was like, no, I'm not going to just take whatever you say, or I'm not just going to do as you want me to do. This is what I'm picking up happened between them two. So it was a battle between, I guess, in the sense, power, you know, where she might feel like, listen, okay, there you go. You get what I'm saying? So let me get to where I'm getting to, right? So if this is a situation which I'm picking up on them two, where this is a power thing, he has children with this woman?
Yep, 2.
Okay, he has 2 children with his woman. So why do you feel like he's too involved? Too involved with what?
No, he's too involved with like her family. He's a great dad. Like, that's what really originally attracted me to him. I admire that about him.
Yes, cancers are normally good.
You're trying, like, this is the thing. My thing is this, and this is my issue. She moved on. She lives with her boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't moved out, all that. You're still, like, so in the midst of, like, her mom and her brother, and, like, because it's a whole story with this. Okay. But in the midst of it, I just feel like you need to free yourself. You're still stuck. Like, I feel like he's still stuck.
Absolutely. I mean, a blind man could see that. It's not that he's it's not that he's stuck. It's that he's still have an attachment. He still have an attachment, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you like this, because this family does like him due to the fact that he has these children by this woman. It is a possibility that if they was to, or if she was to get herself together and say, you know what, I want to work this out, 50% of the chance I see him going to her.
Okay.
I'm just being real. You get what I'm saying? Only because he still have an attachment. Nobody is not going to have an attachment the way you're saying that he has an attachment to this family. You get what I'm saying? It's not high and by. It's not being respectful. It's in the Jones with their family. Anybody that is not dealing with any baby mama or baby father will not be full involved to the extent that it is affecting their loved one. So I'm saying this to say this. 50%, if this woman get on her job, you get what I'm saying, where she want, and how long you've been with him for? Dealing with this man for?
They were like 18 years, 16.
No.
Oh, me? How long I've been?
16 years?
Oh, just for like 5. No, them, not me.
Yeah.
Who you asking for, me or?
I was asking for you, but then you said 18 to 16 years. I'm like, God damn, that's a lot. But go ahead, that's a marriage. They were.
No,
go ahead.
We've been dealing with each other just for like 6 months, 5-6 months.
New.
I've known them longer, but like in that way. Oh, sorry.
In the love way. 6 months. Right, in the love way is the 6 months, but again, I'm not discouraging you to look at him in another kind of way. I do feel like he is a good person. Again, cancers, they're supposed to quote unquote be compatible with other Piscean sign. However, the times that we are living now, I don't really go by signs anymore, right? I go by frequencies and I go by energies, because you could be a Capricorn or you could be a Sagittarius, but you want to be the one to elevate me in this relationship, and that's fine as well.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And I probably will, because again, we also dealing with old souls, and we also dealing with, okay, why did this person come into my life? So if you understand, beloved, why this person came into your life, the relationship that you have with him will be a little bit more easier because you know what the point of focus is, or rather what is known as the point of attraction. What attracted him into my world? It could be a situation where because you were a healer that he came into your, or you now you're meshing,
and that's what I think.
So then there you go. So then there you go. So then there shouldn't be a issue because you know why. And I know because we sensitive, and Pisceans we selfish with our loved ones, right? We don't like to share, right? We're a little dominant, we could be like that sometimes, right? We could be a little aggressive with our loved ones, right? Yeah. But in any event, I'm feeling like, what, if I know that this man, this good brother, is healing from separating himself from a 16 to 18-year marriage. I mean, that's a lot that you are dealing with, a lot of emotions, a lot of helping him to let go, and that's why I mentioned to you with the sacral chakra, because if you're having intercourse with him, you already know what that's going to do to you. You already know.
Yep.
So that was the first thing that came up. But you're guarding yourself. You said you have your orange crystals or whatnot. So you're going the right path in terms of guarding yourself, and you have that the right head on your shoulder in terms of the eyes that you're putting on or the glasses that you're wearing. But don't get caught up with the feeling part. Don't just get caught up with that part. Okay. You have other questions? Do you have any questions, or
I want to know about kids.
Let me see what happens here.
Babies.
It's a possibility, is what the spirit realm is saying. I don't see the vision. Sometimes I see the actual vision of you. But it is a possibility. It's a very strong possibility. Now, if it's with this person, I don't know. I'm not getting a solid yes, and I'm not getting a solid no. So I can't say, yeah, you're gonna have children with him or whatever. Again, he could be a stepping stone to the next person, and I'm not just throwing him out or whatever.
That's been my story, so that's why.
I mean, you never know. You never know what is going. What will unfold. To the extent that you settle.
Yeah, and that's why I caught my break.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, to the extent, the whole point is to the extent that you keep it real with yourself, and you are resonating with divine love and unconditional love. And you're just doing for yourself, and you're not holding any type of grudges, or you're not taking anything personally, then your vibration is always going to be on a high. You're always going to be feeling loved. And remember when I said this period of times where you feel sad or whatnot, you won't be feeling like that, because it's sad and happy is just a feeling that you choose, based on your mindset, right? Because again, if the body is having this emotional response, it's like, okay, well, the emotional response to what? The emotional response to the mind, the mental, what it is that you're feeling and thinking. Okay. So yeah, children, very strong possibility. 2 more, maybe even 2 more.
Oh wow. No, this is the thing. I wanted to ask about my daughter. Because I have this dream, and sometimes I feel like I don't resonate so much with it, but I think it's for her. I had this dream that she wouldn't come to me. Like, I was trying to get her to come out this arcade, and she wouldn't come. Like, no matter what I was saying. So then I was walking, like, come on, Cameron, let's go. She wouldn't come out. So then this fortune teller, she was like an African lady. She came up and she was like, come here. I went in there and she was telling me. She was like, your daughter look like your boyfriend. Even though I'm not with her dad, I get what she was saying because my daughter does look like her father.
Mhm.
So then she was saying, the Yoruba people, they gave her to you. And she was like, you're supposed to stop. And I'm a yeller. I don't beat her, but I do, like, I would yell.
Yes.
Like, stop, you know, but it's not a screamer. I'm a screamer.
Yeah.
So,
you're a loud talker. You talk loud. That's what we're going to
do. But I'll yell at her, like, get over it, like, you know.
Mhm.
So in the dream, she was saying, like, you know, she was a gift. And I need to stop talking to her like that, like yelling, because, you know, it affects her.
Mhm.
And it's so funny because this dream was like a year or two ago, but I never heard of the Yoruba people until the dream, so it made me get up and look. But in the dream, it was saying, like, you know, she was powerful, like that's what the fortune teller was telling me.
Mhm.
But do you pick anything up about that for her?
In terms of what?
Like, is she from like I don't resonate with them for them to be like from me to be from their tribe, but I was wondering, like, does that mean like that's the tribe she's from?
She could be, again. She lived many souls. I'm not picking that up, but she lived many souls and years and generations and moons. So she's an old soul. You get what I'm saying? She's an old soul. So it's like, does she come from a Yoruba tribe? That's more so like singling, or rather limiting where she come from.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
she could or she couldn't. I mean, I'm not sure. But again, if you're having that dream, that means that it's a sense telling you that you should, change your approach of communicating with your daughter, because it's coming up in the spirit realm. Yeah. That's all that's about. That's like an awareness dream to let you know that, listen, your daughter really don't like it. And I know you're not doing it intentionally. I mean, black folks talk loud in general. You get what I'm saying? These children be trying people. They be trying. They be trying. They don't.
And that's what it is, because she does it. Like, I don't beat her or nothing, but I do. Like, I'm like, you know. And the thing is, I don't get it because it's that testing. She's 7 now, and she tested me now. I can say something, and she'll do the complete. I just told her this morning, Cameron, don't take that candy out the car at the store. Leave it in this car. By the time we got to the school, who got out the car with the bucket with a candy?
Yeah.
I said, no, get. So, see, like, just that fast, within 25-minute drive, you didn't forgot or you didn't care about what I was talking about.
Oh no!
I was doing it for you.
These children coming back and they like, listen, you not gonna tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what. I came back to because again, they're ancestors, so our ancestors is our elders, so they are more so like our elders. That's why they're so advanced.
Yes, because she do it, but like even one day I remember she was like, she was like 2, and she was like, I told you don't do it like that. But she was right. Like, I didn't listen to her. I did it the way I wanted to do it, and the way she told me to do it, I was like, girl, like I'm thinking like she's 2. She don't know what she's talking about. But she was right, so I had to do it the way she told me. Like, if you just would have listened to me, you wouldn't have to do it over again.
You see? Yeah, I'm telling you.
I was like, what? But so I get it. I don't think what else? Okay, so I'm in school now for communications. Like, do you see me using that, or should I transfer back to psychology?
Ooh, I would pick up psychology. I would definitely pick up psychology as a Pisces. Definitely, you and
Yeah, that's what I started that, and then I switched to communication because I had like 2 visions of me being like a speaker, a motivational speaker, and that's what I want to do. So I was like, well, let me go to communications. But then I feel like I'm always helping somebody. I was like, maybe I should do psychology again so I could be more, I can get it more.
Well, the thing about it is, if you do psychology, you also can do public speaking. It's not, it's more so what you desire to do. You know, people always ask, well, what am I supposed to be doing? It's like, well, what do you desire to do, right?
I want to do a lot of things. things. That's the problem.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
So that's why. Okay, sorry.
And everything would unfold. It would unfold. Just be patient and just go with the flow.
That's
and
my problem. I'm never patient. I'm working on it.
Okay. You have other questions?
I've been thinking about my my godmom who passed away. She was on my mind. Do you see anybody?
She has like a round face.
A round face and short.
She's round face. She's light skinned. Is she light skinned? Okay.
Well, it could be my mom or her, but
your mom look like your mom.
Short?
Yeah. Does your mom? She's a round faced woman. She's light skinned.
But they both are. So if you tell me if they're tall or short, I can tell you who it is.
What short one? This one is. She's more so like
That's my mom.
That's your mom?
Yeah, that's my. No, not my mom. My mom's tall like me.
Oh, okay.
My godmom is short and light skinned with a round face. She look like a little pit bull face, like the saggy cheeks. She had like fat cheeks, but it's round, but her cheeks so fat.
Give me a second. Where you come from? Where your family from?
My family is from Virginia originally. We're from Virginia, but we all live in Jersey.
I'm speaking. That's the only thing you know, or because the reason why I asked you is I know I said short because this is how she presents, how she's being presented. But I feel like for the longest I was picking up on the grandmother energy that was sitting here or standing in front of me. So if you're asking me about your godmother and you said your mom also made the transition, this more so I'm feeling more so this could be your mom because I was picking up more so of your grandmother. Like a grandmother
my
energy.
My grandmom is short and dark skinned.
Okay.
Short and dark skinned.
Okay.
I think you're seeing foreign because she's older. She was in her late 50s, almost 60.
Who? You said what?
She did look old because she was sickly, but I feel like I knew she was going to come, so I think it's her. Like, I had that feeling.
Okay.
My mom looks young, tall, vibrant. You would have knew my mom. She was a Leo. Like, I'm sure she probably would have presented herself all extra.
Well, again, when we dealing with the spirit realm, they come as they want to come, and I just see visions, a particular vision, but I just see that spirit, and she might have been tall in the physical realm, just like you are now a woman in this realm, but in one of your past lives, she was a man, but I'm just picking up more so of. And this person is holding like their heart or their chest, their heart or their chest or something like that.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's her. That's her.
Who is it?
Pony.
Okay. Okay, so then that's who came through.
Yeah, because she had heart problems.
Okay. So then she's identifying herself. With me.
I figured.
She's identifying herself with me. And yes, because she's holding on to like a wall, and she's walking, and she's like, like she's doing all of that stuff. What's her sign? What you were saying? What's her sign?
She's a Taurus.
Opposite Scorpio. Okay, so what is it that you want to know?
My grandma, now wait, are you picking up Scorpio? Because my grandma was a Scorpio. Now, my grandma was a Scorpio.
No, you said Taurus, and I said, oh, okay, opposite Scorpio. That's it. That's all it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was a Taurus.
Okay. So when you.
Work.
Oh, so you saying that this is your godmother? Okay. Godmother saying, but anyway, so I guess you guys had this very close relationship because in any event, she was actually sitting with me throughout the whole reading. So that's perhaps why, you know, she was there because you was going to ask about her. She already perhaps knew that you was going to ask about her. Or you perhaps was thinking about her. And she wants you to wants you to know that she will always be with you. And she feels she's calling you her guardian angel. You know, that's my angel. She's like an angel to me. You know, being very sincere. In that way, you know. I mean, this is the messages that's coming through. You know,
we were so close. We were so close.
Okay. Okay, so then yeah, so then that's the one. Okay, so then yeah, that's the one. That she's here. Definitely here. You know, and she's just talking about how much she loves her children. She wish she had more children. I guess she was a children's person, or you know, she loved family.
Her baby passed, but she had it's 3 girls. There was 3 of us, and she had godsons. But kids loved her. Like she loved kids. Yeah. She did. Like she surrounded. Like she rather deal with kids than adults. She would always say that.
Of course. So then that's she's dressed all in white now, symbolizing purity, and she's at peace. You know, and she passes that down to you. She's given a nickname, like a Mimi or something. She's given like a nickname to somebody that she wants you to give a message for.
Well, what's the nickname she's
saying? Something like, I'm hearing like a Mimi or Nini or something like that. Like like I'm hearing, this is what I'm hearing. I don't know if this is the name, but what I'm hearing is like a Mimi or like a Nini or like a TT or a Mimi, a Nini, a TT or something or something.
I know Ashley. Mimi, it's funny if you're saying Mimi. That's what my goddaughter called my cousin who raised me when my mom died.
Wait, what?
Mimi. She called her Mimi. But I don't know who Mimi. Who she called
Wait,
Mimi?
what did you just say? Who calls who what?
My daughter called my cousin Mimi.
Okay, your daughter, the ancestor, calls your cousin, and you know when people be like, "Well, where did you get that name?" I don't know. I just got that name. You know, calls your cousin. Who's your cousin?
She raised me when my mom died, because my mom died when I was 13.
Okay.
So she looks at her like a my daughter calls her Mimi. That's not her name, but that's what she calls her Mimi. Yeah.
Okay. So, again, there's a message here for her in a sense. You know, that's what I'm saying. There's a message. You know, I guess a positive message, a thank you message, or keep up the good work message, or you'll be blessed. You know, like that type of thing, like a you know.
Maybe that is my mom saying that. Then maybe it's my mom. My mom is probably saying thank you. But wait, it could be her mom. Her mom passed too, and that was my favorite aunt. And she's short and light skinned.
The person that I'm seeing here is short and light skinned, got a round face. She has like, you know.
That could be her mom.
Thick black.
Everything you're saying, I'm thinking it's corny, but it could be my Aunt Gloria.
Did she pass away, or did she have something dealing with the heart or her chest?
She had cancer, her lungs.
Oh, see the chest. So
it could still be the chest.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Was she also surrounded by a lot of children, or had a lot of children, or whatnot?
She does. Her daughter, if that's what she's saying, her daughter, like Mimi, has 5 kids.
Oh, Mimi has 5 kids.
And then she took in me and my cousin. She also took in me and my little cousin. Cause my mom died Yeah, my sister, me, and my brother at one point at 23, and that's funny. Look at that number.
Oh, 23, yeah. Oh, remember when I said you found freedom at the age of 23, and then here it is. She's relieving you at the age of 23. I mean, again, when you asked about the spirit that came through.
But it's funny because I'm 32 now, so it's backwards.
Oh, yeah. There you go. So it's going to be a lot of changes within this particular cycle for you. There's going to be a lot of changes.
It's already started. I need good changes, Lord. I need good changes right now. I done been through war. I need some good ones.
It's again, you're always in control. You know, you're always in control. And if you're not in control, that means that you're not resonating with your highest good.
And it's so funny because it's so funny because somebody can say something to me, and my first initial reaction, I'll be like over it, and then I'll be like, let me get away from this person because I feel like I can't process what's going on right now, and then I'm done. Like I'm not even upset over it. Like how most people stalk over and over, I won't. Like I'll be like, all right, I'll deal with it. Like
let it go.
Yeah, but this was very helpful.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because you always confirm, even when you post other stuff. I feel like it's always something happened the other day I was feeling, and then I read you wrote something. I was like, look at her always confirming.
Hey, everything is in divine alignment.
Huh?
I said everything is in divine alignment.
All the time. So and tonight is the full moon, so it all worked out. Like, and it's funny because my rising sign is Libra, the full moon is in Libra, and you called me today, so I just felt like it all was like boop, 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 boop.
And guess what? And guess what? I was gonna ask you too where your Libra sign is at because of what I've just seen in your past life. But as I was meditating, the spirit realm said, no. You call her at 111. So, and today's April the 11th. So, you know.
And today is 4/11.
It's 4/11, right? And then two, actually the
1111 is my number, so I'm glad you called at that time. That number sticks out to me, so it worked out.
Absolutely. Again, everything is in divine order. So again, this session has been recorded. Would you like it to be private between me and you, or you give me permission to upload it publicly?
If you want to upload it, it's fine. The only one probably going to listen to is my best friend for her news.
What she say?
I said the only person who will probably really go to YouTube and be listening to that know me is my best friend. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it'll be good. You know, does she know of my channel?
Yeah, she actually ordered baths and stuff. We were just talking about that. She's waiting on it. She said you sent her baths or some stuff, whatever she ordered from you.
What's her name?
Simone. I don't know if she's Simone or Jacqueline.
Simone, her last name start with a P?
No, a W.
Oh, I gotta look that over. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I don't remember Simone. As a matter of fact, I'm going to the post office right now to send out more baths, and I don't have a package here for Simone.
It was Jacqueline. I don't know if she would use Jacqueline, but more than likely she would use Simone.
And where is this going to?
New Jersey. She lives in New Jersey.
She bought it already?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's funny because I was like, well, you know, she just got back from vacation. We were discussing it. I was like, it's probably coming because I knew you went away.
Yeah, and if so, I sent out you know, packages before I went away because I don't try to have my clients waiting for so long, but it does take a little time to prepare baths. But this bath here is for a client named Deborah. Then I have an herbal package, and then I have other bath for issue. I don't know. I will have to just look over it, but I don't know. I can't not off the top of my head. You know.
Yeah, you'll get to it, but we figured. I told her.
Yes.
I was like, it's probably because you was on vacation.
Yeah, I was on vacation. Sure was. All right, my love. So I really thank you so much. May the Creator continue
Thank you.
may the Creator continue to bless you with everything that you're going through, and I'll upload this and send you a copy. Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.